Hello, parents and students. This is just a quick reminder of what is required of you as far as percents and keeping track and keeping up with your progress. So the progress gradable guide that Ms. V put up last Friday, if you open that under your announcements, you'll see this nice little group of columns that basically tells you what progress to be at each week. The gradable column of your class. So, for instance, this is the first week of the semester, January 23rd to 27th. You should be at 4% by the end of Friday. Now, of course, that's generally at the end of each week, around the end of the school day, 2:30-ish. If you need to work on things on Saturday and whatnot to get it done, do it. Now, a lot of kids ask the question, what if I'm at 4% on, say, Tuesday this week? Okay, continue working because, again, next week's going to roll around. You're going to need to be at 9% overall of gradable material by the end of the week. And then as we keep going, you'll see that the percents keep increasing. Now, it's 6% each week or 5% depending on the week and how many days of class there actually are. So you'll notice it's 4% the first week, and then the second week is 5% to make 9, and then it's 5% to make 14, then it's 6% to make 20, and so on, and 4% and whatnot. There are days that we're not in session, so that's why the percents don't increase at the same amount each week. So if you'll notice, at the end of June, you'll be at 100% at that point. Just be aware if you are a senior, you're going to want to be at 100% by June 2nd. You can actually delve into the next week a little bit, but we want to make sure that you're done so that we can get your graduation and things all in order and we don't have to worry about any of that. Not scrambling at the last minute on June 9th to decide whether or not you're actually graduating. So what does that look like when you log into the program? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in under a pretend student so that we can see what this looks like. Now, when you log into a class and take a look at the percentages each week, you'll notice those of you that have looked at your progress, the percentages, you can see my overall completed percentages is 4%, my gradable activities is 6%. This is the one that we're tracking. You got to make sure gradable activities are up. The completed, the basic percent, doesn't really give you as much information as you really want. This is just tracking whether or not you're clicking and completing lessons. Yes, it's important, but this is the more important one because this is your grade. This is what all your scores are going to be. So you can see this young man has 92% at 4% gradable, so he's done for the week for that course, done for the week for comprehensive creative art, and done for the week and all the way up till next week for self-defense fitness. But got a little bit of work left to get caught up in U.S. history. That's the gradable portion. Make sure that that is the percent that you are tracking each week. The progress of all activities, it's going to move no matter what. As you complete things, it's going to go up. This will automatically get to 100% at the end of the semester. So do not necessarily worry so much about that. This is the one you want to worry about. Progress, gradable, middle column, progress, gradable. And just real quick for parents, one of the neat things, you can use your students' login information to click on these classes. And when you're in the grade area where this is what they call performance, when you're in here, you can see a lot of neat things. You have each of the grades that are, if you click, I like syllabus order, you can see each of the grades as the student is working through the course. You can see when it's submitted, things like that, and see their overall grade. Here's the percent of gradable, percent overall. Here's their actual grade and how much time they've spent in the course. You can actually break that down if you scroll over to activity to exactly what day they logged in and how much time they spent on each of those things. So if you tell them, I want you to complete certain things, like let's say I want math done at 8 o'clock in the morning, you can see if they've logged in and started doing their math at 8 o'clock in the morning. You can say I want 4 lessons done in science today. You can actually look and see, did they complete those 4 lessons, see how long they're logged in. Now, the other thing is the amount of time they're logged in is not as important as whether or not they're completing activities. If they're logged in for an hour, one student might complete 3 lessons, another student might complete 1 lesson. It all depends on how much effort you put into this. So you might actually be logged in for 4 hours and get all 7 of your classes done in a day. You might be logged in for 8 hours to get all 7 of your classes done in a day. It all depends on the student, how difficult their courses are. There's a lot of different variables that go into that. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I can answer those for you. All right, have a great day.